What if I told you history isn't boring? It's just been cleaned up. The real stories? They're chaotic, ridiculous, and sometimes unbelievably stupid. From emperors losing their minds to entire wars starting for no good reason. This is history without the filter. And if you want the facts they don't teach, subscribe now. Because once you see this side of history, you can't unsee it. This is the history dude. So what if history lied to you? It just left things out. What if a famous disaster wasn't what people think? What if entire years were added to the timeline? And what if one of the strangest war strategies ever used a dead body and actually worked? History feels solid. Dates, facts, events. But history isn't a recording. It's a version that survived. And that version isn't always complete. What if the Titanic wasn't actually the Titanic? There's a theory that the ship that sank was secretly swapped with its sister ship, the Olympic. Same design, almost identical, one damaged, one brand new. The idea is simple: swap the ships, sink the damaged one, collect insurance, and people point to evidence, design inconsistencies, prior damage, strange details from passengers. Sounds convincing, until you think about it for 5 seconds. You'd need thousands of people to keep that secret. Workers, engineers, crew, all staying silent forever. Yeah, that's not a conspiracy. That's impossible. Or not, who knows? But what if the timeline itself is wrong? Not slightly wrong, hundreds of years wrong. There's a theory that says the years 614 to 911 never happened, just inserted. Meaning right now, you might not be living in 2026, but closer to the 1700s, which sounds insane. But people believe it because that period has gaps, records are thinner, history gets blurry. But here's the problem, you can't fake physics. Tree rings track real time, stars were recorded across civilizations, different cultures confirmed the same events. So no, we didn't lose 300 years. But if this were true, your entire timeline would be wrong, which reveals something real. History has gaps, just not ones that big. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. What if knowledge exists that humans simply can't access? The Voynich manuscript, 600 years old, still unreadable. Inside it, unknown symbols, plants that don't exist, diagrams that look almost human, but not quite. People have tried everything. Historians, code breakers, AI, nothing works. But here's the part that should bother you. It follows real language patterns, meaning it's not random, it makes sense. We just can't understand it. Quick reset because history gets ridiculous. What if I told you people have actually died? In a beer tsunami, London, 1814. A tank explodes. A wave of beer floods the streets. People drown. In beer. Yeah, history is serious until it's not. Now let's end with something that sounds fake, but is completely real. World War II. The Allies needed to trick the enemy, so they came up with a plan that sounds insane. They used a dead body and they dressed him as an officer, filled his pockets with fake invasion plans, and let the body wash ashore, where the enemy would find it. The enemy believed it, moved their troops, and lost. Think about that. The craziest story in this video is the only one that's 100% real. So what's the real lie in history? Not that everything is fake, but that it's complete. It's not. Some things are missing, some are misunderstood, and some are way stranger than they sound. So next time you hear a crazy theory, don't ask, is this true? Ask, why does this almost make sense? And if you like exploring the line between fact and impossible, subscribe, because it only gets weirder from here.